One center received a call from a complaining party. The complaining party stated she was standing in her backyard when she observed the black male she did not recognize enter into her neighbor's vehicle, Vehicle 1, at 1818 Somerset Avenue. The complaining party stated she notified her husband and they both entered the vehicle and followed the black male in Vehicle 1. The complaining party stated they followed the black male in Vehicle 1 from Somerset on the Avondale to South Lumpkin, at which time she called police. She stated once on Victory Drive she was able to capture several photos of the black male in Vehicle 1. She stated then she followed Vehicle 1 on the I-185 northbound. Both vehicles, once on I-185 northbound, exited on the Buena Vista Road exit. Vehicle 1 turned left onto Buena Vista Road traveling west. A marked patrol unit, Officer Haywood, was stopped on Buena Vista Road facing west at the intersection. Officer Haywood was able to get behind Vehicle 1 and verify that it was the stolen vehicle. Officer Haywood then initiated his emergency equipment and attempted to perform a traffic stop. Vehicle 1 fled at a high rate of speed west on Buena Vista Road. Officer Haywood pursued until he determined the roadway was too congested and unsafe when he terminated the pursuit by turning right onto Davis Circle. The complaining party stated then she also turned on Davis Circle and inquired from 911 center why the officer had terminated the pursuit. Vehicle 1 continued to travel on Buena Vista Road, traveling west at that high rate of speed. Once Vehicle 1 was near Buena Vista intersection with Isaac, another marked unit, Officer Isaac Neal, observed Vehicle 1 traveling at a high rate of speed. Officer Neal turned around the roadway. Vehicle 1 continued to travel west on Buena Vista Road, disregarding the red light at Buena Vista at its intersection with St. Mary's and Brennan Road. Vehicle 1 continued to travel west towards Morris Road and Andrews Road, where Vehicle 1 struck Vehicle 2 in the aforementioned crash I described earlier. Based on my training and experience, Vehicle 1 was determined to be traveling in excess of 60 miles an hour in the posted 35-mile-per-hour zone. Both of those patrol vehicles had operational cameras at the time of the incident. After the impact, the black male fled on foot, running south from Vehicle 1 towards Circle K at 3010 Buena Vista Road. The black male failed to report the accident or render aid to David Pollard, who had received fatal injuries from the crash. While fleeing, the black male dropped a red jacket in the parking lot of that Circle K. The black male continued to travel on foot south on Andrews Road until out of sight. Inside Vehicle 1, on the passenger seat, was a headband gray in color, observed being worn by a black male on video that we had earlier prior to the crash. The jacket and the headband were collected and sent off to GBI Crime Lab for further analysis. The red jacket that was recovered inside the right pocket was a hotel key card with the Domino's logo. On May the 2nd, 2016, I went to Value Place with that key card at 1801 Victory Drive, Building 1, and I was advised that the key card came back to room 222, registered to a Tamika Holt standing here to my left, and the key was still operational for that room 222. I contacted Corporal Roshall, at which time she completed a search warrant for that location that was signed by Superior Court Judge Smith. Officer Donnelly and myself executed the search warrant. While executing the search warrant, Mr. Cross arrived at that location. Mr. Cross was detained and transported to the Public Safety Building. Corporal Hall attempted to interview Mr. Cross, but he decided to exercise his right to remain silent. Another search warrant was served on Mr. Cross for his DNA, and those results will be sent to GBI Crime Lab. Throughout the investigation, Corporal Hall had received several tips as to Mr. Cross being the suspect for the driver of vehicle number 1, also several that Ms. Tamika Holt's son was also the driver. Several touch DNA swabs from vehicle 1 were collected. Also, the driver's deployed airbag was collected, and both items were sent to the GBI Crime Lab. Also, the jacket and the headbands and the tips led us to believe that Mr. Cross was indeed our suspect. And they were also seen on several videos, which Officer Jenkins is going to go into about how we was able to identify Mr. Cross as the suspect. At this time, Mr. Cross currently faces the charges of felony murder, theft by taking motor vehicle felony, homicide by vehicle first-degree felony, fleeing to elude felony 2 counts, reckless driving, obstruction, misdemeanor, leaving the scene of accident, duty to report the accident, failure to render aid, provisional license. Mr. Cross had a Class CP driver's license at the time of the crash, no proof of insurance, speeding, red light violation, 2 counts.
I have a couple questions in regard to Officer Hayward and Officer Neal. Will they be testifying?
Not at this time.
Just a couple questions, please, Your Honor. You indicated that Officer Hayward broke off the chase.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know approximately where he broke it off? Did you say around Davis Circle?
That's where he turned off right onto Davis Circle from Buena Vista Road.
Do you know how long you said he put on his emergency equipment? Is that both lights and sirens?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so.
And then regarding Officer Neal, you indicated that he noticed Vehicle 1 traveling at a high rate of speed. Was he aware that that vehicle had been involved in a high-speed chase, or is it just that he observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed?
He was aware of the stolen vehicle at the time.
Was he aware that it had been involved in a high-speed chase?
Yes, I do believe he did.
And did he engage his emergency equipment as well?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
Was that both lights and sirens?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have for Officer Williams, Your Honor.
Corporal Rosalind Hall, hit and run investigator for the City of Columbus. On 4/19, upon my arrival at work, I entered into this case, sending various documentation, pictures, as well as video to the media. Once it hit the media, between 4/19 and 4/24, I received several tips from Crime Stoppers as well as anonymous callers stating who they thought the driver was. However, further investigation revealed that all the suspects that they gave me the name that I could find were either the wrong age, the wrong color, or the wrong height and weight. On 4/24/16, which was a Sunday, I checked my email, my work email from home, and saw that I had received an anonymous tip. I got dressed, came to work. That tip stated that the driver of the car was supposedly a Cahill, Bell, or Holt, and the mother's name was Tamika Holt. They advised me that she was on Facebook, and but I could not see her because what she posted on Facebook, because I was not her friend. On 4/25, I went to Carver High School and checked various records of Tamika Holt's children that were enrolled in the Muskogee County School District. I also went to the main Muskogee County School District building on Macon Road. There was no Cahill Bell in the system. On 4/26, a person called me who did not want to get involved and stated that the picture that was on television was William C. Cross, black male, and that his mother was Tamika Bell. I pulled a picture from the DMV files, which he had dreads at that time, and I held on to it because when I looked at the driver's license picture as well as the picture that I had, he did resemble the driver. On 4/26, I sent additional pictures to the media, at which time I received a call from someone who didn't want to get involved and stated that Tamika Holt had filed for bankruptcy sometime in 2015 or early 2016. I went to the pacer.gov files, which is public records for bankruptcy, and found that she had a previous address of 4174 Forest Road. And on Mr. Cross's CP driver's license, he had an address of 4174 Forest Road. I received another call on the 28th of April who stated that she did not want to get involved, that the driver was William C. Cross and that his mother's name was Tamika Hope. I asked her how she knew this. She stated because she goes to church with him that Tamika had admitted to her pastor that he was the driver of the car. I called Wells Fargo Security in order to help Officer Jenkins with the video evidence because we had him walking, could follow him on video from the hotel shortly before Somerset Avenue. Wells Fargo Security stated that they did not have him on that particular ATM camera, which was at 3436 Victory Drive. I received another call on 4:30 that said the black male in the video footage, it was living at the Value Place, and the talk around the water cooler at this particular person's job, wherever that was that every time the police showed up, he would run back to his room. They did not know the room number, and they would try to get me that room number. On 5/2, the information was discussed with the squad. Further investigation continued. Warrants were obtained, at which time I interviewed Tamika Hope and Taisha Hope. Taisha is his brother. They were all living in the same hotel room. That's
I have no question.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Jenkins, Columbus Police Department. My involvement in the case from its inception was being called out on the 18th of April 2016 as part of the Motor Squad Investigation Unit. Upon arrival, the team discovered a red, what we consider a soccer jacket with the words United States on it, and also, as stated earlier, a gray headband which was found in the stolen vehicle. My portion of this case involved trying to establish an origin of the suspect, where he may have been coming from on that particular day. The investigation led us to video and the suspect's origin on the 18th of April at 11:45. The suspect is captured on camera, the Value Place, 1801 Victory Drive, wearing the red soccer jacket with the words United States on it, and also the gray sweatband with black male with dreads. That suspect is then captured between 11:45. He's captured leaving the Value Place. On the same day, between 11:51 and 11:53, the suspect is observed walking from the direction of the Shell service station, 2218 Victory Drive, past security of video camera of the Frisky Whiskey located at 2232, wearing that same red soccer jacket and gray sweatband. The next time we're able to capture him on camera is on the 18th, the same day of April, between 1200 hours and 1207. At this time, the suspect is observed walking onto the property of the Motel 6, which is at 3050 Victory Drive. The suspect enters onto the property from the west, walks up the stairs for some reason, and then towards the back of the property, where he goes, then goes back down the stairs and back north to the front of the property. The suspect walks past the security camera located at the front lobby of the hotel, wearing the same red jacket and gray sweatband. The next time we're able to capture the suspect is on the same date at 12:20 hours, 13 minutes later. The suspect is seen walk past the Bojangles located at 3260 Victory Drive. He crosses Leslie Drive and then in front of the Circle K that's located there. He continues in the direction of South Lumpkin Road. Between 12:25 and 12:27, the suspect is next observed from the security video camera of Los Amigos Tire Shop, which is located at 3373 Victory Drive. Suspect can be observed walking east on Victory Drive in the direction of South Lumpkin Road. Utilizing 3 cameras, we were able to capture his movement. On that same day, the suspect was then observed on security camera footage at the Circle K, which is located at the intersection of South Lumpkin Road and Avondale Road. The suspect walks in front of the Circle K and takes a right onto Avondale Road. On that same day at 12:34 hours, the suspect is then captured on security video camera of the KFC located at South Lumpkin Road, 1801 South Lumpkin Road. The suspect can be observed traveling west on Avondale Road towards Somerset Avenue. The next time he's picked up on camera is the Enterprise rental car security video camera at 1807 South Lumpkin Road, and the suspect is still traveling west on Avondale Road, still wearing the red soccer jacket with United States written on the front, and also the silver or gray headband. At 12:42, a 2007 Audi A8 was reported stolen from 1811 Somerset Avenue, which is the direction that the suspect was traveling. The next time that the suspect is picked up is, as stated earlier, by the witnesses that followed him to the site of the crash. From the site of the crash, as we all know, the suspect left on foot. The next time that I was able to find the suspect, besides one more camera footage on Andrews Road, was at around 2100 hours, entering back into the Value Place, located at 1801 Victor Drive. This time minus the red jacket and the gray sweatband, but he was dressed identically to the person who ran in front of Officer Neal's patrol vehicle at the scene of the accident. He was allowed into the hotel by unidentified black female holding a baby, which we believe may have been his sister. The next video we found on him after extensive search was May 27th. He stood for a good half hour at the lobby of the Value Place and speaking with the clerk there, and the clerk had an extensive conversation with him about why he cut his dreads off. Your Honor, I have nothing further.
I have no questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sergeant Barnes, Columbus Police Department Supervisor Motion.
Nothing to add.
No, sir.
Your name, please, sir?
Tristan Taylor.
Mr. Taylor, is there anything you want to tell me?
No, sir.
Your name, please, ma'am? So, is there anything you want to tell me this morning? Anything for you, Your Honor?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from your attorney?
I'd advise my client not to testify.
Fleeing and living, each of them be 1,000, leaving the scene 1,000, being before an accident 1,000, obstruction 1,000, violation of temporary permit 500, failure to render aid 1,000, no insurance 600, speeding 250, reckless driving 1,000, failure to obey traffic control device 250 on both of those. Murder without bond in Superior Court, homicide by vehicle $100,000 bond, theft by taking motor vehicle $10,000 bond, all returned to Superior Court.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.